guys, my name is Srinidhi. I'm an educator on Unacademy. You guys can follow my courses on English grammar by downloading the Unacademy learning app on your phone, and please do visit the YouTube channel as well. So in this particular lesson we're going to learn about uses of verbs. This is a continuation of the previous lesson. So I suggest you guys to watch the previous lesson before watching this. And I also hope this one is helpful for you guys. Thank you.
Hey guys, we're in the continuation of the lesson 4, which is uses of verbs. So in that lesson we learned what is a verb, the difference between an action verb and a non-action verb, and also we saw the verb tenses. So in this particular lesson we're going to learn more about the mood of the tenses. Okay, so verb moods means it's a property of a verb. It can be indicative, imperative, or subjunctive. So here these are not called tenses but rather mood. That means it's there's no proper definition for mood as such, but they're not tenses, but they're used in place of tenses sometimes. Okay, now the most common of these three, that is indicative, imperative, and subjunctive, is indicative, because it is used to it is used for statements of facts or opinions, or to ask a question. Okay, indicatives are the normal types of sentences where we use to express any opinion, any question, or any statement of fact. It's just like any other verb conjugated. So there is no difference between a normal sentence and an indicative sentence. Okay, now for example, every rose has its thorn, the sun rises in the east, a cat has 9 lives, today is a holiday. Okay, so these kind of sentences are indicative sentences. What time is it? Where are you going? Okay, questions are indicative sentences. There is nothing too complicated about indicative sentences, because in our day-to-day lives we use more of indicative sentences. Okay, now imperative mode. So I've already done a lesson on imperative sentences under the course sentences. So imperative sentences are nothing but this is not a tense, again this is a mood. That means it's a state. So we use imperative sentences in order to express, in order to give advice, order somebody, or to give, we just suggest something. In those cases, we use imperative modes. For example, and an important point to be kept in mind is there will be no mention of subject. If there is a subject, it will become an indicative sentence. When there is no subject and you're giving an order or an advice, it becomes an imperative sentence. So imperative sentences, the subject is not mentioned in the sentence, but it is understood. For example, you and I are talking. So I say, go to the doctor. That obviously means I'm asking you to go to the doctor. Okay, I will not say you go to the doctor. For example, if you enter the room and I want to ask you to sit down, I'll say, please sit down. So here I am not asking, please you sit down. No, sit down. You know that I'm asking you to sit down. So the subject is not there in the sentence at all. For example, shut the door. Here it's an order. Go to the doctor. Maybe an advice or an order. Please turn off your mobiles. It's a request. So when these three forms of sentences are to be used, and also the subject should not be mentioned, so it is either request, command, or advice. So those kind of sentences come under imperative mode. Alright, now subjunctive mode. Yes, this is very rarely used, but we use them even without knowing that we're using a subjunctive sentence. Now, it is used to express a verb with an action or state that is doubtful, imagined, conditional, desired. So here you want something, then you use subjunctive. You are doubtful of something, you use subjunctive. You imagine something, subjunctive. Conditional. What are conditional sentences? That there are two sentences. If the first condition is fulfilled, the second part of the sentence is valid. Otherwise, the second part of the sentence is not valid. Okay? Now, so I wish you were here. So here I'm wishing, I'm desiring for you to be here. So this is a conditional, this is a subjunctive sentence. If I were an artist, I would go around the world. This is a conditional sentence because there are two parts. First part is condition. That is, the first condition is I have to be an artist. Only if I'm an artist, I would go around the world. That is what the sentence states. So if I were an artist, I would go around the world. This is very imaginary, right? So again, subjunctive. So in cases of imagination, doubtfulness, conditional sentences, desired sentences, we use subjunctive. Please pay attention. Subjunctive and imperative are modes. Okay, they're not proper tenses. Okay, now here's an exercise. I have a few sentences. All you have to do is identify which type of mood these sentences fall under. You guys can take it in the form of the test. In order to do that, please pause the video, do the test. The answers are in the following slide. Okay, now the first one. I will go to the store and pick up the grocery. I'm stating an opinion. I'm just stating a fact that I will go to the store and pick up the grocery. So this is an indicative sentence. Okay, next one. Wash the dishes before you go to bed. You hit the sack is another way of saying going to bed. Okay, I'm hitting the sack. That means I'm going to bed. So wash the dishes before you hit the sack. So there is no subject. Wash the dishes. I'm giving you an order. So this is an imperative sentence. If you were to bring your dog to school, it would be awesome. So here I have a conditional sentence. The first part is if you were to bring your dog to school. Only if I were to bring my dog to school, it would be awesome. So since it is a conditional sentence, it is under subjunctive mode. Okay. Next one. Daisy wishes she were taller. Again, wishing, desires. So again, a subjunctive sentence. When I was little, I loved going to the park. So this is an indicative sentence. I'm just stating a fact that when I was little, I loved going to the park. Okay. Now please pay attention. I'm going to repeat the answers. I will go to the store and pick up grocery. Indicative. Wash the dishes before you hit the sack. Imperative. If you were to bring your dog to school, it would be awesome. Subjunctive. Daisy wishes she were taller. Subjunctive. When I was little, I loved going to the park. Indicative. So here are the answers. Please check with yours and ask me if you have any doubts at all in the comment section. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Until next time.